Do you feel the vibes?
Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy Nitrostorm here, and we're back with another different kind of video. Now this time, we're gonna be looking at, a couple of characters here. Now, as you can see here, we have Jushiro and Yukio. Now, in terms of damage output, for damage output for blue, like strong attacks, I'd say that, Jushiro might still be the king of strong attack damage for blues when it comes to, just strong attacks in general. But now, as you can see here, we have a new challenger. We have Yukio. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to play around with these two and see which of them might have the edge when it comes to damage. Now, granted Jushiro is melee and Yukio is ranged, therefore their melee and ranged guards are different. As you can see, Yukio would focus on ranged guards, while Jushiro would be, for melee, like melee guards would affect him more, and ranged guards would affect him more. So if we go to the raids here, as you can see, we only have melee guard raids. So we're gonna be taking that into account when comparing these two. Oh, look at that. We have the 4-star Jushiro raid with ranged guard, and then we have the Kisuke raid with melee guard. So this might be a good idea to compare them. Let's see if Jushiro has. Okay, Jushiro also has. Okay. So this might be kind of like a fair test, but they are doing different raids. Now, the timings might be different, like maybe one of them might finish it in a faster time than the other. But what this is going to show is just how they are when you use them in PvE conditions. Now, in terms of the build that I will be giving them, it might differ, but in like the optimal build might differ to what I currently use. As in, maybe let's say for example Yukio might be better off doing a hybrid build instead of full strong attack. But in this, for this video, we are focusing on their strong attacks to see who is going to reign supreme. So let's start off with Jushiro's raid, which is a ranged guard, and which means we're going to be using Jushiro first. So if you take a look here, he's one of the, first banner 2x characters that were given, pretty strong upgrades. Now, Jushiro is one of the few characters to have Frenzy and Berserker. Another one that I could think of is White Ichigo, who does get Berserker, and Berserker is increased in strong attack damage. Now Jushiro gets 20% from the soul trait and 10% more from Berserker, which is a 30% strong attack upgrade. I think so far is the highest to be given to a frenzy character, which does increase the damage by quite a bit. 10% is not to be taken lightly. So we have 30% from the bulletin, 15-15, so this is an 80% 8 SP build. It's not 90%, but we do have 20% attack. And then for the character links, we have recharge time and then double frenzy Byakuya. Unfortunately, we don't have a 14% like full bring Rukia and tag team Rangiku, because Killa doesn't want to give them to me, nor do I have any 25 sad characters. So in this gameplay, I'll be showing you how convenient they are, or their strengths and weaknesses, and I'll let you decide which one you think is the king. And so we're not going to be using boosts, and then we'll just use them raw to give you a good idea. So we're gonna be playing Jushiro now with the ranged guard Jushiro raid, and this will be good because you know Jushiro strong attacks are mainly ranged guard or mainly melee guard here. As you can see, he freezes on the second strong attack, and then you know does the third strong attack with the lightning attack. Okay, so I'm kind of stupid for that. As you can see there, first one strong attack, he takes them out. Note that this is a 4-star raid. As you can see here, his strong attacks are pretty strong, and then his normal attacks, they're not that great with this build. But remember that this is an SP build now. As you can see here, I kind of missed that guy, but you know, I can easily fix that. Now 1/3 strong attack deleted those, and the first strong attack deleted those. And let's just go back here real quick. Just they're kind of recharging, and then there you go. And then as you can see, his strong attacks are very linear, except for this one. This one's kind of widespread, so the damage might be split. But if you see here, his first strong attack hits for a lot of times, and you can pretty much delete like multiple waves if you align it correctly, like over there. But you know the enemies are down here. So you know his normal attacks, you know, the normal attacks are pretty quick, as you can see there, but they don't do as much damage with this build. As you can see, this focuses on strong attack damage. Like it's pretty hard to show you guys how many hits each of them do. But as you can see here, he's doing decent work into this. You know, Jushiro is very strong in terms of damage. Now the reason why he's not used as much in PvP anymore is just that, you know, because of how his strong attacks work. Sometimes, you know, they don't work. I mean, I think they do work. It's just that sometimes when he does his third strong attack against, let's say for example, Red Kenny does this, you know, bullcrap dodge, and then he doesn't take any damage at all. Like he doesn't take, because like he dodges at like the perfect moment, so he doesn't take any damage. As you can see here, Jushiro is making light work because all of his strong attacks are fast pace, lightning speed. So if you look at his special real quick, you know, it doesn't do that great damage if I do say so myself. Oh, and then he hits me with his special. As you can see there, you know, with all that SP, he doesn't have a tension tie though, so that's, you know, that's a factor to take it. But as you can see there, Jushiro is still really good. The only, I'd say, quote-unquote problem that I might have would be that his strong attacks are very, very linear, which is very good when it comes to a 1v1 situation like perhaps PvP. So we're gonna be doing the Kisuke raid now with Yukio. So I think Jushiro did not have an advantage in terms of his killer when killing those enemies, because I only saw yellow numbers. Now if it was a killer, if killer attribute was, you know, activated during that run, we would be seeing a lot of yellowy orange numbers. So for Yukio, we're going to be giving him the same build. So we're going to be giving him, you know, 30 SP from the bulletin, and then, you know, 25 SP from the coin total, and then 25 SP from the card total, giving him 80% SP. So as you can see here already from the stats alone, you can see that Yukio has higher SP just by a little bit. Just by a tad bit, not much at all. So just giving him the exact same links. Now, you know, for this comparison, you know, I think you should take it with a grain of salt. Like, I wouldn't say these are very accurate representations. I might do a different comparison between maybe the same two characters, but with their optimal builds, and then maybe that might, you know, give them a better idea. As you see here, we'll start right away. We have Yukio ready. We're just gonna switch them when the level starts. So hopefully this will give you an idea. Now for Yukio, his strong attacks are, you know, they're different. They're not. Some of them are kind of linear. Like this one is in a way linear, but now his attacks are more, you know, they have more area of effect to it, so it affects more enemies. Now for example, the third strong attack, it hits a lot of times, so it's It's a big area and it hits a lot, so which is good for managing enemies, you know, crowd control. But since the third strong attack does so many hits, it kind of can be unreliable at times. As you can see that when you use it correctly, if you don't use it correctly, you know, it can miss some enemies. As you can see there, the second strong attack is very consistent when it comes to damage, because it doesn't rely on multi-hits like this one. But if you use it just right, it will do huge amounts of damage. As you can see there, my combos already, you know, over 200, so my 10% damage boost is up. And as you can see there, I got hit. Like sometimes that happens when they hit you at just the right time before you're able to dodge. Because you know, there's like a pause after each strong attack where you can't really do much. As you can see, like you have to wait until the normal attack is being released before you can dodge right away. As you can see here, is normal attacks, you know, they're fine. They do decent damage, which, well, around the same damage as Jushiro, I think. Like, you might be kind of, you know, fooled because it hits twice each time. It's just split into two. It's like one big hit split into two hits, so it's not, you know, two different hits. It's just shared damage. As you can see there, it has huge crowd control. Now if you look at Jushiro's strong attacks, his ones, they're more like pure damage, and they do like huge damage, and it doesn't really do much in terms of crowd control. It doesn't really push them back. Maybe the first strong attack does, like that first strong attack and third strong attack. For Jushiro is very consistent in terms of the damage. So we're at the boss now with Kisuke. So one good thing about Yukio is that, you know, he's a boss killer, and that means, you know, it's gonna burn the enemy. So he can, you know, do solo raids and stuff. But as you can see there, that first strong attack hit so many times because I aimed it correctly. So there you go. There's the gameplay for each of them, and look at that, I did a new record. Alright, let's go back to the menu. So alright guys, I gave, you know, some good gameplay for each of them, and then hopefully this will help you decide maybe which of them are maybe better, and then maybe you saw their strengths and weaknesses when it comes to these builds, because I gave them the exact same builds. And then hopefully this gives you an idea on how they should be used and their potential in terms of damage. So it's been your boy Nitrostorm. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you've got any comments regarding it, please let me know, as you know, it will help me improve. And that's all I've got to say, guys. It's been your boy Nitrostorm. I'll see you guys later. Peace.